more Claire. Hey, Rachel. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Thursday. Oh, I'm trying to figure out where's the least amount of glare. Maybe I'll just take these glasses off. How about that?
There we go.
That's Claire.
I'm
How
all
you doing?
glare.
How you doing, Rachel? Hey, I guess we didn't see each other last week because last week was Thanksgiving, right?
That's right.
Right. Wow. I mean, I don't know. The end of the year, the time is weird. Time is weird. Did you have a nice Thanksgiving?
I did because we boycotted.
You didn't do Thanksgiving.
We said, not this year, Buster. Let's see if I can get the thumbs down, not the thumbs up.
Oh my gosh, that's so funny.
I know, it's so fun. Yeah, we thumbs downed Thanksgiving. It was great. We had the kids over though. In the evening for some card games, and we watched some movies. And what was actually very telling about the whole thing is my son-in-law came over to let his dog run around in our backyard and to hang out while his wife, who's a nurse, sleeps so she can work night shift. So he's like, I need somewhere to go. So he comes over and Peter and I are sitting on the couch watching some movie, and it's like 10 o'clock in the morning. And he's like, what's happening? Since when do you guys ever sit and watch TV? What happened? Why aren't you on your laptops? So why aren't you working? He's like, normally I walk into the house and I hear tick, 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 tick. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, we needed to do this. We needed to just lay around all day and watch TV.
Unplugged. Yeah,
it's pretty good.
Great.
How about you? How was Thanksgiving?
Yeah, we had delightful. It was just delightful.
Good.
26 people. Yeah, we had friends and relatives and cousins and aunts and uncles and kids and grandkids. Yeah, it was good. It was good, and everybody pitched in. Especially shout out to my new daughter-in-law who just dove right in. And she made lots of the different, she and Jacob both made several of the dishes. And I added some new stuff. We had traditional stuff, and then I added some a new roasted vegetable with farro.
Ooh,
it was a winner. And then I roasted some more potatoes, and I cubed those and threw them cold in a kale salad, which was really good. Yum. So, we had some oldies and some newbies and everything. It was good. Delightful.
Good.
And games and everything. Yeah. It was probably a very traditional American Thanksgiving.
But with some new twists.
Yeah, with some new twists. Yeah. So
okay. Because I don't think any traditional Thanksgiving ever had kale. I'm pretty sure there were. I mean, maybe original Thanksgiving.
Yeah, way back. Yeah.
But I feel like, the 70s Thanksgiving that I was aware of did not have a kale on it.
Okay. And certainly
I didn't even know what kale was in the 70s and 80s. No clue.
Kale was that thing on the edge of the plate when you went to you went out to eat once in a blue moon.
Yes. What do they call that when you have this little sprig of something that you're technically not supposed to eat, but you could eat it, but nobody did? It was for decoration.
Garnish.
Garnish. Yes. They were for decoration, like pillows on a bed. Like what? Except for that they were actually edible, and nobody ever told me that.
I don't know. Who knew? Yeah. I mean, I remember going with my grandmother. This is back in Toledo, Ohio in 1970. She'd take us to Bob's Big Boy.
Oh, yes. With that big guy outside with the hot hamburger. His overalls.
Yeah, whatever. Yes. And we had the hamburger with a garnish, and this little fluted green thing. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
It is funny. All right. But Rachel, come back. Let's come back. All right. Yes. So the last time we met, we were so excited to share about different things that we learned at the American College of Lifestyle Medicine Conference.
Yes.
And I am I'm sure you are. You're just kind of it's overflowing now. Yeah. With all conversations, friends, family, clients. It's just coming out. It's coming out. All that good stuff. Yes. And we wanted to come back to what we were talking about before that, which is sleep. By the way, they talked a lot about sleep.
They did.
Hey, Rachel, you probably have done this too. Excuse me. I went back and listened to some of the other presentations that I didn't get to go to because you can't go to them all.
Right.
Man, there's some more good stuff.
I need to do that. I have not yet gone back and either rewatched ones I wanted to kind of get a better grip on, or some of the ones I missed so many also. And I'd love to go back and do that. Is there anyone in particular you would recommend?
Oh, well, the sleep one.
The sleep one. Okay.
Yeah.
Like mind blowing.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good about giving people practical help. Oh, this is a takeaway. Sleep is not something under your control. Yes. So you can't control your sleep. However, you can control how you prepare your body to sleep.
What a mind shift, right? Because people feel like they have to control it, they have to fix it. And then sometimes that obsession with fixing their sleep causes insomnia.
Right. It's true. Yeah. You're looking at whatever. You're looking at it's 1 o'clock. It's 2 o'clock. 3 o'clock.
Right. Yeah. It's not something you can control or fix, but you can manage how you prepare your body and set yourself up for the best sleep possible.
Exactly.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah. We got a thumbs up on that. Yes. Thumbs up. Here, let me see what I can do to help us figure that out. See if I can do that. But yeah. So what are some of your favorite ways to help your sleep?
Okay. Well, first and foremost, and I've only learned this over the last years as I study this and research it for our clients and stuff, is what I do in the morning, first thing in the morning, makes a massive impact on my sleep. So I try to get up at the same time every morning. I have a coffee curfew of about 11 or so, because caffeine really messes with me. I'll just be like, bing, wide awake. I move my body every day so that increases the sleep pressure. It spends energy. It depletes my body in a way that's my body wants to sleep because I've done stuff with it.
Right.
And then I have a whole nighttime routine where, I start to dim the lights in the house or turn a lot of lights off around 7. I start to think about sleep. I probably go upstairs and start my evening routine around 8 or 8:30. And that's like brush my teeth and fold any laundry that's on my bed and wash my face and do a little self-care, a little, little bit of this, a little bit of that, little plucky here, a little plucky there. And then, get in bed and read and, so
read a book, right?
Well, read a book,
like a real book,
like a book,
like a book, like the old fashioned kind of book
with paper. Yes. Heaven forbid it has paper in it. But yeah, those are the things. I mean, I could go on and on because there's so much. And I think that's key for people listening who might struggle with sleep at all. There's like 100 levers to pull and push.
Yeah.
So many tweaks across the entire day that you can continue to every time I hear of a new one, I add it to my list. Okay. Add this to my thing. So it's a work in progress. It's a constant adjustment.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. I was trying to download one of my favorite slides here. I'm getting the whirligig. Yeah. So, but yeah, everything that you said was brought up. And as far as, it's not so much what you do at night. That's important, but it's what you do in the morning.
Yeah.
And it has to do with how that getting outside in the morning that first morning sunlight.
Mm-hmm.
Even if there's clouds outside, you're getting UV light that penetrates that central retinal pathway. It signals your pineal gland and it keeps your body clock in a rhythm that will help you then go to sleep
Right.
in the evening. Yeah. Or at night. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I like the hack 10-3-2-1. 10-3-2-1.
Yeah. Remind us about that.
Yeah, 10-3-2-1 is 10 hours before bed. I want to cut out caffeine, and some of us might have to do that more than that, but 10 hours is the minimum time. Am I saying that right? Minimum
Or is it
time.
by 10 o'clock? Is it 10
Yeah.
o'clock or 10
by,
hours?
By 10 hours before. Like, for example, if I'm going to bed at 10, I don't want any caffeine past noon. Yeah, but
Oh,
right. So I go to bed 9 o'clock. So I
same.
have 1 cup of coffee in the morning and that's it. And
Mm.
yeah, so and it has to do with what caffeine does and how it sits on the melatonin receptors,
Mm-hmm.
right? And that disrupts
Mm-hmm.
that the receptors. So I'm sorry, this is not working, but anyway, it's okay. So that's the 10, no caffeine, and 10 hours. And then 3 hours, I really want to stop eating
Mm-hmm.
because if I, I have to also help my organs know that it's time for rest or sleep. And if I'm putting food in, then I'm asking my pancreas and my gut and my liver all to be involved.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not going to have the sound sleep that I would if I, 3 hours before bed, I'd make sure I'm not eating anything. So, and then 2 hours is really to shut down the screens, the blue
Mm-hmm.
light coming in, the phone, the screens, the Kindle, the television, because that blue light really robs, the melatonin that we've been building through the day, right?
Right.
And and can be very disruptive. And people say, "Well, I fall asleep in front of the TV, or I need the TV on to, for the white noise or something like that." Well, just let's challenge that thought,
Mm-hmm.
right? And would you be willing to experiment with just doing something a little differently for
Mm-hmm.
a week, see what happens?
Right. I think what sometimes people feel like is like, oh, I'm falling asleep just fine and I'm sleeping. But could your quality of sleep be better? What's happening while you're asleep? And would you be getting into longer stages of deep sleep? Would
Right.
you have
Yeah.
less fitful sleep? Or
Right.
so there's things we can question about that and kind of adjust. Now, how does this relate to the holidays? Because we're coming up on the holidays here. The whole month
Yeah.
is a disruptive month, for good or for bad or for neutral. It is just a different month than the rest of the year. And sleep, as we know, is so critically important and is one of the things I think causes people to feel like they've just totally fallen off track. And by January, they're burned out, they're exhausted, they're off track with their healthy habits. They feel like they have to start all over again, or maybe they don't even have the energy to start over again. It's not till March or April, that they feel like they jump back in. So what are some of the extra guidelines you put into place during the holidays to protect your sleep?
Right. Well, so that is a good question. And it's a hard one. It's a hard one because, we have, so, I try to recommit to maybe the same bedtime. And if I don't get the same bedtime, then I'm super committed to this. I get up at the same time in the morning, because actually getting up in the same time in the morning is really going to help me go to bed at night.
That's when it resets. That's when it resets.
Yes. Yeah. So I'm committed to get it, whatever time I went to bed that night, for whatever reason, it was a party or, Quilting. Okay. I said it.
She's coming clean, people. We're taking her confessions.
Yeah. It's a wonderful life. That, for the 100th time.
Right. Right.
Because it's just so good. Oh shoot. Yeah, I'm committed to getting up at the same time in the morning. Yeah.
Yeah.
And if I can keep that commitment, then I'm more likely to nod off.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. Oh, and speaking of nodding off, I think that that's a key that a lot of people miss is when the body starts to nod off, that's its message.
Yeah.
Go to bed. Yeah. But we ignore these messages. We ignore these quiet voices. And sometimes it's just a whisper of a suggestion. I'm getting tired. But we think, oh, I want to do one more load of laundry or watch one more episode, or I want to, I just didn't get the kitchen clean. We kind of wake ourselves up to kind of go do that next chore before we go to bed.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, it's 3 hours later because now you can't sleep because you've pushed
through. You missed your opportunity. Right.
You missed your window.
Yeah, you missed your window. That's so true. Yeah. And so another commitment that I try to make is really just paying attention when I am doing something social. If there's alcohol involved, really paying attention to just respecting how alcohol does not help sleep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Embracing it.
Yeah. If I wish everybody could have some sort of a sleep monitor, to be able to track what happens to their sleep after alcohol. It woke me up to the truth of it. Like, it's one thing to say it. It's one thing to read it in a book. It's one thing for them to say sleep doesn't actually help your sleep, or alcohol doesn't actually help your sleep. But you don't really know that because you fall asleep and you don't really know what's happening in the middle of the night. And but man, even after just one glass of wine or one beer, and if I track my sleep, I can see a massive disruption in the total number of hours of sleep, how many times I'm kind of waking or moving. My number of deep REM sleep is decreased. It's nuts. And my watch tells me like what my body battery is, or what my stress level is. And I don't get to, normally, hopefully at night, I'm getting to about 100%, like during sleep. My watch will say, oh, you got to 98. So, okay, I pretty much recovered overnight. When I have alcohol, nope. My little graph goes, recovery, I want to get up here. And after a night of even like one or two, I mean, truly, it's like, and I'm starting off the day at like a 50%.
Yeah, right.
So once I saw that, I was convicted.
Yeah, it's kind of a wake up and smell the coffee moment, right? Yeah. And it's like wearing a continuous glucose monitor, like, and then eating something and seeing your blood sugar, like, wow, I didn't. That's really what's going on. Ooh, do I want that?
Yeah.
So monitoring. So you can monitor your sleep. There's some, devices are getting better and better. The watches, and then also the Oura Ring.
Yeah, and there are many others too. It's not just an Oura Ring. There are many knockoffs now that are really affordable too. So, but the rings that people wear on their fingers. Yeah.
Yeah. So curious. Well, this is a good conversation, and I really want to. I found the slides now, but I think we're coming to the end of our conversation. But we just talked about falling asleep. There are some things that we can, do to help put ourselves back to sleep if we wake up in the middle of the night, and those are really important too. And and so one of the things that they really stressed is staying. This is our question, that comes up over and over again, or the curiosity part rather than the judgment, like, oh, I don't sleep, I can't sleep, staying away from that negative judgment and saying, is what I'm doing moving me toward a better health or better sleep, or is it moving me away? For example, is this glass of alcohol or wine, is that going to help me move toward sleep or away from sleep? And so, and it's kind of taking that good or bad out of it, and
Yeah.
just, helping it be an observation rather than a judgment, which
Right.
can be more helpful when we're trying to make changes.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Yes, definitely. If we, like for me, knowing that data, when if I'm going to have something, a glass of wine, too close to nighttime, I'm
Mhm.
thinking, oh, I know what I don't. That's not going to move me towards a better morning. I'm not going to.
Mhm.
I'm not going to
Right.
actually. So what do I really want?
What do I really want?
I don't want the impact of what that's going to do, and that changes why I would or would not have a glass of wine. And
Mhm. Mhm.
I like that shift of this is bad
Mhm.
for me. I
Yeah.
shouldn't.
Right.
That's not what it's about. It's about what do I want and what results
Mhm.
am I getting, and do I like the way it's moving me towards health, or is it pushing me
Mhm.
away from health
Mhm.
and not worth it?
Yeah.
So
And
yeah,
sometimes it might be,
and
sometimes
sometimes
it
it
might.
is. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, great point.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So good. All right. Well,
What's for dinner?
yes. Yeah. I didn't have any good, like,
Yeah, a segue. Yeah. What's
going
our
right.
favorite part of the conversation is what's for dinner.
What's for
Hopefully
dinner?
you guys like this part of it too, because we hope that it's inspiring you and encouraging you to think about what's for dinner, but also to realize that half the time we're eating similar things repeatedly, right? It's
Mhm.
not rocket science. It's not I have to have a fancy new recipe every week.
Mhm. Right.
That it can be simple and repeatable.
Mm.
Um, for me tonight for dinner is, well, we have small group, and
Mm.
so I think they're doing soup and salads. So
Mhm.
um, I went and got some fresh baked sourdough bread from our local bakery. So I'm excited to
Nice.
do that for that. But I wanted to share what will have be for lunch, which I haven't had yet, which is leftovers of I did an Irish stew.
Ooh.
It was so good. And I have to tell you guys, I ordered my groceries online and it calls for green cabbage.
Mhm.
And I asked for a head of green cabbage. And I don't know if it's like bumper crop cabbage season. You guys, no, it didn't fit in the bag. Like it, and the recipe called for a head of cabbage. And I'm like, well, a giant head of cabbage or a normal head of what? How? What? I think I use like a quarter of the head of cabbage because that's how big it was. Definitely bigger than my head. Like it was bigger than a volleyball. It was
Yeah.
bigger than a volleyball. Yeah.
Yeah. Probably don't need that much. Yeah.
No. But anyway, it was
Mm.
it was very delicious, very
Okay. So what are
comforting.
the
And
seasonings in your Irish stew?
yeah, it called for something that I don't use very often, which was these little seeds. Oh shoot. They were seeds.
Yeah.
It wasn't.
Caraway seeds or no?
It might have been caro. It wasn't It wasn't fennel seeds.
Mhm. Not
Ooh,
coriander, not mustard.
no,
Maybe carrot.
maybe it was caraway seeds. Oh, now I can't remember. Yeah,
Right.
and it was. I added some cayenne because I wanted a little bit of spice to it.
Little
Salt,
zip.
pepper, had a little bit of
Mhm.
thyme in there, and then
Mhm. Mhm.
some fresh parsley.
Yeah.
Um, and it was really good. So it was a very delicious
Mm.
stew. So how about
Yeah.
you? What's for dinner for you tonight?
Yes. Right. Well, I'm into soups too. So we have a really good um, favorite recipe, and for it, well, okay. My husband said, "No more marry me chicken." You know, like, just I'm done. I'm done. We're
You
already
gotta
married. He can. We're done with that one. So I have lentils, and yeah, lentil is so quick and easy to make.
Mm,
And I thought I would make it and then have it just to taste for because for our cooking class, our chow coming up
mhm.
on Saturday.
On Saturday.
Yes, where we're doing our nourish bowl in soup as winter salad, and
Mhm.
so we're doing 3 different soups. But I thought I would make this lentil soup, and then it'll be seasoned, because soups and stews tend to be better, I think, the next day,
For
because
sure.
all those herbs and
Yes.
spices have time to just meld and come together. Yeah,
Yes.
and so that's what I'm doing tonight. So it's, it's, I actually am going to look to see how I can flavor it just a little bit differently, but it's going to have a little like an East Indian kind of.
Yum.
It's going to be good.
Okay.
Going to be good.
Well, everybody, I hope you guys all have a wonderful evening and are thinking about what's for dinner for you. And then we'll be back next week and talk more about hacks, but maybe more about like holiday hacks and the way that we or sleep hack. Maybe we'll talk more about sleep.
Yeah, I think so. Because I actually I'm going to share the slide with you, Rachel,
okay,
and maybe you can how to share it. So
that'd be great.
All right.
Okay,
We'll figure it out
about that next week.
Okay,
thanks everybody.
Good.
See ya.